I don't think people discuss mental health or feelings enough these days. I think everybody wants to be noticed and wants to be famous and wants to be loved. And I mean, I know it's an inherent human trait. I mean, I get that. I mean, everybody's guilty of it. Especially my generation, Generation X, the forgotten ones, because, we were kind of forgotten by our parents, and, we were kind of forgotten by social media. We come on, social media blows up, and we just kind of are like on the end of it, and so we're trying our best to fit in anywhere we can. And, we I've noticed that a lot of our generation is participating in like the mob mentality when it comes to social media. Like, there are some very large social media creators that are part of my generation that really need to stop and think about, when somebody hurts their feelings and they lash out, and all of their followers see them lashing out, and they create kind of like this mob mentality that goes after the person that hurts their feelings. Now, yeah, I understand. Defend yourself against the person that hurt your feelings. I absolutely get that. But, don't do it on a public platform when you have hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, so that they want your attention so bad that they're willing to go after that person too, and pretty much destroy their lives. I mean, I'm not gonna call the person out, but an example is where I saw somebody, a very large creator, had their feelings hurt, and they called that person out on their account on one of the social media platforms. And when they did, one person after another started going after that person, to the point to where, they had already found their job, their address, their children, everything, and were going after all of it. This person had to shut all of their social media accounts down, and that's just it. I mean, it's different, if that person was making threats or something, but I mean, we got to do better. We got to do better. It's easy to be anonymous and go after people. It's too easy. I just don't understand. I mean, people don't stop and think, would you want that done to you for saying the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time? I mean, I know people want to just catch that creator's attention for a moment. It's like, if I do this for this person, maybe they'll speak to me or pay attention to me for a moment, and okay, so what if they do? That's just going to be for a moment. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a nobody, and my opinion doesn't really matter. My observations don't really matter. You can see I have my world. My world doesn't matter to you, and I don't expect it to. And I use social media as an outlet because I don't leave the house Monday through Friday. All I have is my immediate world here, which is fine. That's more than enough, but I'm alone most of the time because my immediate family works outside the home and I don't. So I use social media as an outlet. Now, would it be great to be rich and famous? Of course. I'm human. Everybody wants to be rich and famous. I mean, why not? I mean, I was on TikTok and had a video that's actually still gaining views to this day. It's got over 200,000, and I know that's not viral, but for somebody that doesn't have a lot of followers, I think I got like 1,800 followers. Woo-hoo. I mean, to me, that's a big deal. And, most people were, nice and had nice reactions to it, but a lot of people were hateful also, and it's like, you don't know me, and what if I was a weak-minded or a weak individual, and you could destroy my self-esteem with just those words? Why? Why hurt somebody just because you can? Why be mean to someone just because you can? Because you don't know what damage you could do to that person. You really don't. I mean, you can hurt people in ways that you don't know. I mean, there's so many things you don't know about people, and everybody thought based on that video that I was sad because I was getting older. I mean, does it suck to get older? Yes, it does. And does it mentally bother me? Yes, it does. And let me explain to you why. And I'll go further in depth into that on my channel one day. But when I was younger, I was a beautiful, beautiful girl. I mean, not that I think I'm ugly now, but I was a beautiful woman, and I commanded attention in every room that I walked into. And, that kind of went to my head. And the day that I realized that I wasn't that person anymore, I want to say it was my late 30s, early 40s. I went to work at a new place, and I don't know, I was discussing with somebody something about being younger, and I showed them a picture of me when I was younger, and they were like, oh, if you still look like that, I'd be taking you home with me. And I'm like, what? I mean, first of all, I'm married. You wouldn't be taking me anywhere, but do I not look like that anymore? I mean, in here, I do, but I guess I don't. I mean, we all have internal battles that we're fighting, always. And I don't care, some people are better at hiding them than others, but you're fighting an internal battle. The person down the road is fighting an internal battle. The person you see on the other side of that screen is fighting an internal battle. There's no need to be mean to them. There's no need to attack them. And, if you attack them on behalf of somebody else, just because you get that person's attention for like 2 seconds, I mean, come on. Do better. Be better. Lift somebody up instead of trying to tear them down, because you're going to feel better about yourself in here and in here when you help them than you are if you try to hurt them. I promise you. I promise you, in the long run, it's going to make you feel better to help than hurt.